interesting man. So whenever I listen to your songs, it seems to be a lot of kind of. You must love literature, don't you? You love literature, do you?
Yeah, it was my first love. Before I could play guitar, I was.
Because
when we started the Libertines, it was always I was going to be the singer, write the lyrics, and Carl was going to play guitar.
Yeah.
And then slowly I started to learn the guitar. So. Did
you write lyrics in Libertines or Carl or together? Or
we worked together. Yeah.
Together.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good lyricist, Carl. It was like a quality control exercise. There's certain things that he would let me have and I would let him have. So it was a good balance. And I've had that relationship with a few people, a guy called Patrick Walden, who I did Shambles with, Michael Whitnell, and just to a certain extent Alan, although me and Alan have never been in a band together, just been friends.
When you started playing guitar, you were quite young, as a teenager? 16 sort of, yeah.
I used to get the train into London, just set up on the street, and busk, just play. I wasn't really a natural then,
Did you like rock and roll at the time, or some sort of kind of folksy stuff?
It was folksy stuff, but always the Beatles was what really started me off. Yeah. It was funny because when we first came out, people thought we were like a punk band. They were like, they sound like the Clash, they sound like, but I've never really been into that music.
But there was
the energy.
Something was there, but there was something extra as well, something different. So you were never a fan of kind of Clash or.
Yeah, but not at the very beginning. When I saw, I watched West Way to the World, and the Julian, the Sex Pistols film.
Julian Temple
film.
The rock and roll, the bollocks, the stuff.
When I watched that, it changed my life completely. Really gave me a real. I was about 23, just been signed with the Libertines, and I watched that. It changed my whole outlook. Yeah, it was amazing. And that week, the Sex Pistols, John Lydon got in touch and asked us to support him at Crystal Palace Leisure Centre. So yeah, it was a special time.
After you started Libertines with Carl, you got quite quickly, good press and media coverage and all the stuff.
Well, we got a lot of media coverage. It wasn't always positive, but yeah.
Yeah, it was also negative.
No such thing as bad publicity.
Pardon?
They say there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Absolutely. Was it hard to kind of break through in England, because England's so rich? Musically.
Luck. It's all about luck. Basically, the Strokes turned up one day, and we were already sort of dressed like that. I had a similar sound, and the Strokes they smashed it everywhere. Everyone loved them, and I think Rough Trade thought, right, we need an English Strokes.
Yeah.
So that's what gave us a bit of a leg up, and we got signed, and we went on tour with the Strokes, and that was the start, really.
Were you first signed with Rough Trade?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. But it was difficult. Yeah, we was like 8 years just playing around pubs and just putting our own gigs on. Struggling, working on building sites, petty criminals and dreamers.
What were your dreams when at that time? What were your dreams? What did you dream to become when you will be like 40 years old?
I don't think I had a great deal of hope of living that long, to be honest. When I was 20.
But there is a chance you might.
I think I will now. Yeah, I'm 34 now.
Yeah.
No, I think I dreamed of revolution, to be honest. Yeah. It was the May Day riots of 2001, and we felt a sense of social movement, and then it just all sort of fell away. Nothing happened. It was like. It would have been a good time to establish a change in the UK just before we went off hand in hand with America,
Yeah.
Against the Afghans and everything.
You did not like
the Iraqis,
obviously.
It was difficult because my father's in the army. My sister's in the army, so it's sort of not a patriotic family, but a military family. And I didn't like it. No, we were fighting a war. It wasn't even really a war,
Yeah. That's right.
They called it a war to justify it. It wasn't a war. It's like if Q8 hadn't have had all that oil, you know, we wouldn't have been there. It's nothing to do with like fighting tyrants or you know. It's not like George Orwell when he went to Spain in the 1930s. It wasn't for oil, but
it was for ideals.
Completely,
much bigger ideals.
Yeah,
that's right. So back to the music. I mean, how do you see what do you see as the biggest difference between the Libertines and the Baby Shambles? Because there was some overlap in that, time-wise.
I think there's it's easier probably to describe the similarities. Which is just a love of melody. I think the Libertines were a lot more like a sort of military operation. We knew exactly what we were doing. We had this like all these people from the industry, very much set in the industry, set in stone in England. You have to work with this lawyer, you have to work with this agent, you have to work with this record company. But Baby Shambles, like we didn't have a lawyer, we didn't have a record company, we didn't have even a manager. Sometimes it was just a lot more chaotic,
organic, sort of growing.
Yeah. And just playing all the time, really. You know, no plan, just to play. It was always like every gig was the last. And also Libertines, it became, like I said, very set in stone. Baby Shambles has been a constant movement. Different musicians, different people. You know, like they have ballet dancers and violin players. The Libertines is like a closed room.
Like a real band.
Yeah.
And you were playing solo even during the Libertine days.
Yeah.
Solo gigs.
Well, it was because we went very quickly from becoming like very free, doing what we wanted, playing where we wanted, to suddenly being in complete control of the industry. So I needed to just carry on with what I was doing.
You didn't like that control of the industry?
Well, no, it was the opposite of what we were doing. It was the opposite of everything we set out to do, and we sold out basically for the money. You know, we took the money, we signed a record contract, and we sold out basically. I mean, in a way, I can understand Carl doing that because, you know, he wasn't from a rich family, he never had any money. All of a sudden, he's got money and he wanted to play the game. And he was scared, you know, because I was like, come on, we got to
You were not easily controllable.
No.
And so your solo stuff was like an escape from that?
It was just a return or a continuation of what made me play music in the first place, the feeling of freedom. But I was very confused, you know, because I wanted the money too.
Yeah, it's alright to have some money.
You know, but there's only so much you can do with money, you know, there's not... Yeah. I don't know, I'm not bitter at all. Just even the fact that they kicked me out of the band is like... Because we were going to get back together this year. The Japanese, there was like a Japanese consortium, they offered us £1 million to play in Hyde Park. This was about... would have been about now.
You were to, or you were about to?
No. When I said no.
You said no.
Because it was any time Carl phoned me.
Yeah.
You know, we're not really that close anymore. But when they offer Libertine reunions, all of a sudden he's on the phone or he gets on the train, comes to see me, and it's like. So.
Yeah. So for in your sort of in your mind, the Libertines is a kind of closed chapter already, completely.
Yeah, it is, but the songs are so powerful. Yeah.
I mean, you played a couple last night of them.
Yeah, they're still there. So I don't know. But what about you? You're a music writer?
I'm a journalist. I'm deputy chief editor of a weekly magazine.
From Bratislava?
From Bratislava, writing about. I do mostly music and literature.
Okay.
So those are the two. I'm overseeing everything from ballet to cinema, but I like music and books primarily.
Is there much happening in Bratislava at the moment?
Well, compared to like 10 years ago, it's much. There's much more of it.
It's been a difficult time, hasn't it?
Yes, and so many things happened during the last 20 years. I mean, I was the other day I was explaining to my how do you say, niece. He's a girl, nephew is boy, girl is niece. My niece, who is Finnish from Finland, you know.
Okay.
We're going to eat. Okay.
It's rare, so you have to eat hot.
Hot. Eat it hot. Eat. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Bon appetit. So she's here and I was telling her that she was in Vienna on Saturday,
Take the special name.
just for a day, and I told her, you know, first time I was in Vienna, it was in 1990, because I could not go to Vienna before. She said, what? You know, how come? Well, it was like Iron Curtain was there. So you could look from Bratislava Castle over to Austrian woods, but it could not cross the border. So that's how it was. So that was 24 years ago. Now it's completely changed. Completely changed. So. You know, can I ask questions? As you eat, so when you play solo, you are very in a kind of club, like last night or tonight you will be playing.
Yeah.
It's a very kind of intimate setting. You are very close to people. Your songs are very, how to say it in English? They are true to life. I don't know how to express it. Those are not made up, funny kind of, you know, pieces of music, but it's very personal, I guess, to you. Here you stand in front of these people who can touch you, and you play, and you sing something which is very deeply personal to you. How does it feel?
It's difficult, really. It's always been a challenge. It's still the same feeling. Just before, especially the 20 minutes before I go on stage, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Always want to run away. It's difficult. Even if I know people are there to see me and they like my music, it's still. It's like, yeah, why am I doing this? Why am I singing all these personal things and opening myself up? And it's quite a paranoid world as well, playing live like that. I suppose, yeah, the honest answer would be I feel terrible. Right.
Is there any joy in that for you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There must be.
Well, yeah, otherwise you would not be doing it.
There must be joy, but it's normally joy with hindsight. So a couple of hours after the gig, I'll look back and I'll think, right, oh, I'm glad I did that, and you know, the crowd loved it. And there isn't a lot of immediate joy at the time. No, it's not. It doesn't work like that really.
And is it when you sing these songs? Is it like you are reliving what you are singing about? You know what I mean?
Completely, yeah.
Must be
I
hard.
think that's how you know a song is worth repeating.
Yeah.
Because it conjures up the same feeling. The day that I just sing it and it's just a song is there, stop singing it. Yeah. It's just like one big drama.
Last night, somebody asked. I was not really in the front. I was kind of in the back of the club, you know. So I got the feeling somebody asked you to play a song, and to sing a song, and you started to sing it. Then you interrupted and you said it's too sad.
Oh yeah, no, that was too much. Yeah, that was too much. I could feel myself getting a little bit out of control, and I was going to start crying or something. So I had to stop the voice.
Does it happen to you? Kind of
Yeah.
regularly? Almost?
No, not too regularly because I know.
Every now and again. It does.
But a song like that, it was "You're My Waterloo." That's right. It's just too much. It was, especially because the first line is "You'll never fumigate the demons, no matter how much you smoke." And I had a cigarette in my mouth as well. So.
So it's quite a personal experience. This. And was it different when you played with the band? I saw you at Sziget several years ago in Budapest at Sziget Festival.
It's
with
easy
Baby
to,
Shambles.
yeah,
Kind
it's
of
easier.
big stage.
It's easier to hide when you're with a
Easier
band,
to
you
hide,
know,
yeah.
to fall into the music. It doesn't always become just about the raw emotion of the lyrics and the feelings. It's about, yeah, just making a noise and rock and roll. Yeah.
I read somewhere on the web that you you were putting together some new material for another Baby Shamble record or something. Is that right?
It's done.
It's done. It's done. Really?
Finished. Stephen Street. Came to Paris, recorded it. We did 19 new songs.
Wow.
And he's chosen 12. It'll be out in September.
Excellent. Great. I'm looking forward to it. Wonderful. And do you have any plans for another solo album?
Well, yeah, while we were recording the Shambles album, I was going in on my own and doing some acoustic stuff, and I think the new solo album's about half finished now as well.
Brilliant.
So it's been a very creative year.
Yeah, so
Busy
very
year.
fruitful.
Yeah.
Very fruitful. They're a fruitful man. It's gone. Okay, we should finish. Okay. I just had to ask how to your name is in tabloid newspapers all the time about something somewhere something.
Yeah.
Does it affect you in any way, or you does it?
Really, I don't read the tabloids.
You don't read it. You don't care so much
I
about
don't really care anymore. Let them
All
say
right.
what they want,
Right, that's
bastards.
proper approach, I think. To that. Okay, Pete, it was very nice
Yuri,
to hear you, to see you, talk to you. I don't want to steal your time.
Can I steal 5 minutes for shooting?
But first you should finish your steak.
Anyway.
thanks, Yuri.
So, it was really nice to meet
Yeah.
you. Take care, enjoy life as much as you can.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
And
Yuri.
hope to see you somewhere next time.
See you
Maybe
about.
with Baby Shambles.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now he will then eat and he will take some pictures of you afterwards. Okay, so bye.
Thanks, Yuri. Bye.